Romeca Meeks, a 31-year-old Chicago, Illinois woman who was click boomed and unalived in Chicago's South Loop area on Monday morning, September 8th, 2025. The reason why this is a sad story is because I believe it's a story about narcissism. I believe it's a story about triangulation. I believe it's a story about abuse. And I believe it's a story about jealousy. This click booming occurred after Romeca Meeks, the victim, got into an altercation with another woman, Holly, who is the other baby right mama in front of her son's elementary school. So the triangulation goes like this. You have Carlos, who is the baby daddy, and then you have Romeca, rest in peace, beautiful, Meeks, and then you have Holly, who is the other baby mama. So that's the love triangle, or shall I say, the unloved triangle. And it appears that this man was triangulating these two women. Okay, there's a lot of stories floating around right now. So I'm going to tell you all the versions that's going on. And once we get more information in, I'll do another update to this video and I'll let you know exactly what the actual facts are. But until we get the hardcore facts on the circumstances surrounding what appear to be a restraining order that was in place, I'm going to just tell you what's floating around. Okay, so it could be one of two things. Apparently there was a restraining order in place. Okay. Some sources are saying that the restraining order that was in place was Holly had a restraining order on Meeks. Okay. On Miss Meeks. Then there's other sources that's saying that Miss Meeks had a restraining order on Carlos, which is her baby dad. Okay. Her son's father. All right. The sad part about this story is that Romeca Meeks she dropped her son off at school. She was bringing his lunch to school. Okay. She had a beautiful letter that she left in his lunchbox. And sadly, this will be the last correspondence that this young man has with his mother because of a senseless act of violence. Okay. The Holly, I guess she is this man's baby's mom, other baby mom, and it appears that she may have been manipulated by this man as well. You know, it's so sad. Now, some reports are saying that there was an altercation that took place. And what Holly is claiming is self-defense. Okay, she's saying that she had a concealed carry. Concealed carry license to carry a weapon, and that it was self-defense. Okay, but as I'm going to show you at the end of this video, you will see the actual footage from the crime scene. All right. Trigger warning. It's very graphic, but I'm going to cover up all of the graphic stuff. I really just want you guys to hear the witnesses that's out there. Other than that, there's no purpose to play this video except for you all to hear what the witnesses are saying they saw at the actual crime scene. Okay. And what they saw unfold, because there's several different versions of this story going around, and the witnesses are the ones that actually saw it. Okay. So they're saying that one version is that there was an altercation between the two women, and it escalated to the point where where Holly retrieved a firearm from her glove compartment, or either from her baby's dad, from Carlos, And she utilized that firearm to unalive this young lady, click boom her right in the face on the spot. The other version that's going around, or the version that the witnesses are saying, is that they came up there. It appeared they came up there and they confronted this young lady while she was at her son's school. And the baby's dad held the baby's mom, held Romeca, while the other lady, in a headlock, while the other lady then took the opportunity to click boom and unalive her right there on the spot. These are the versions of the story that's going around. And it's just tragic. You know, the suspect claims self-defense. You know, she states that she has a restraining order. Okay, that's one version. However, a lot of people are questioning the legitimacy of the self-defense claim. Okay, given the circumstances of this shooting. All right, they did get Holly in custody. She is in custody, but there have been no charges filed as of yet. There have not been any charges filed as of yet. Okay, so then the man that's in the middle of this entire saga comes online, and he says, and he posts on his Facebook that this is the worst day of his life. And when I tell you that people got down in his comments and ate him up, they ate him up alive. One comment says, trying to figure out why you ain't locked up yet. The next one says, you gonna get yours, twin. It ain't right. Another one says, the fact that you walked to the other baby mama as she finna get arrested versus still trying to help save the other one is wild. Another one says, boy, bye. You only look hurt to me in that video. Another one said, I bet it is the worst day jive, turkey. There's also a friend of Romeca Meeks that put a very interesting post out. And as you see on the screen, she said, I had to reactivate to speak. Keep in mind, Meeks, a damn near everyday person in my life. This is the other baby mama's post. That shit was planned, was all part of a plan. Been hated my baby. I'm so sorry, Meeks. And the post from Holly Johnson says, sometimes you gotta start just unaliving MFers. So people are saying that they think that this may have been part of a plan and an orchestrated attack on this young lady because her son's dad was jealous and upset that she would not take him back, that she was done with him and the relationship. And what he was doing was using this other young lady to antagonize, to stalk, to harass his baby mama, the one that he actually wanted to be with. And what's sad about that is that this other baby mama don't have she is a victim in a way too, because she's so dumb that she actually was doing this man's disgusting bidding. Now, I'm in no way exonerating this lady of anything. What I'm doing is just analyzing how easily it is for these men to manipulate these women out here. And then they fighting each other over a no good ass man. And now all of these lives are ruined. All of these lives. Romeca Meeks will not ever see her son again. Her son will never ever see his mom again. It's disgusting. It's sad. It breaks my heart. Okay. She put a letter in her son's lunchbox this morning. She posted it on Facebook And this is what it said. She said, that man gonna make sure he has his lunch. Don't be caring if we late or nothing. And this is the note. It says, Happy Monday, son. Today is a fresh start to this, and you can start off strong. Always remain yourself. You are the coolest, smartest, and funniest kid I know. I love you so much, and you make me so proud. Have a great day. Mommy loves you so. Love, Mommy. That's heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking. But I'm so glad that she was able to express before she left this earth her love for her son, and he have it forever memorialized in that note. So there's one thing that he can never question is whether his mother loved him or not, because she did. And she made sure she told him. And that's the saddest part of this tragedy, is that now you have children out here that's not going to have their mother, because Holly Johnson, if everything pans out the way people are saying, concealed weapon or no, she's going to end up going to jail. His father, jail. So now you got two kids out here that is going to have lost both of their parents, their mother and their father. Okay? He just created two parentless households. All because of an act of jealousy and manipulation and stalking and harassing. Let me read what somebody else had to say. This person said, you is a weak ass ninja to even pull up and let your baby mamas fight, yet alone sit there and take up for a B that just killed your other baby mama. And to the B, you just really a crash out weak A 304B. It's never that deep to unalive her and take her from her son, B. Y'all both need to unalive in jail. I don't care. It's just so disgusting. Rest in peace, Romeca Meeks. Gee, this ish is sickening. It is sickening. It's sickening because, again, it appears that this girl was doing this man's bidding. The saddest part about it is going to be hearing the family's pleas to stop sharing the graphic video that is going around. Now, again, I am going to let you all hear what the witnesses had to say at the scene, but you will not be seeing any of the graphics that's in the video. If you want to see that, you can, I'm sure, go on Facebook, TikTok, or what have you. But for the purposes of respect for the family and respect for the victim, I'm not going to show the graphicness of the crime scene. But trigger warning, it's going to be sensitive content just to hear, what the people had to say happened at the scene, and also to hear the
Around
family
Tanya, still really
and how
heavy police presence here near Romeca and State. You could see that police have taped off a portion of the area. Right now, detectives are surrounding a white sedan that appears to be connected to this incident. Chicago police saying that early this morning around 9:30 there was a fight between two women. That scene unfolding here near State and Romeca. One of the women allegedly pulled out a gun and shot the other woman in the face. The 31-year-old victim was taken to the hospital. and later died. Now, the suspect has been taken into custody, and Chicago police say this is still a very ongoing investigation. So once again, this taking place here near Cermak in State, still very active as we speak, and we'll get you more information.
She shot her. I was telling her she shot her. She's the one who shot her. But she shot her. The gun in the car. The gun in the car. Oh my fucking God! Hey, the baby in the car. How you feel? She went up there. Get up. You scared as hell, right? Scared as hell. You scared as hell. That is not self-defense. You were trying to shove her in the car, bro. You're throwing her in the car, bro. What are you talking about? You had her in a headlock. And then you shot her, Brody. I was there. I'll write a statement, Brody. Don't worry about it. I'm arrested. There's a fucking gun on the street. I'm licensed to carry. It doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter, bitch. You shot somebody, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you? Calm down. Calm the fuck down. He out his mother. He out his. She put the gun in the car. The gun she shot her. Let's go right here. She shot her. She shot her. She put the gun in the car. She put the gun in the car. The gun is in the car. Arrest her. Bitch, it don't even matter. You didn't have to overkill her, G. You did not have to. You thought she was a threat. If you shot her in the leg, what did you keep shooting for? You shot her in her face and her chin, bro. Come on, G. Y'all know Romeca 150 pounds soaking wet, bro. Soaking fucking wet, bro. Gee, y'all don't understand, bro. And then this bitch ass nigga Lozo, folks. My kids, G. How you gonna... You couldn't handle that shit, bro. A real nigga ain't... I don't give no fuck. You got kids by both of these bitches. You got kids by both of these bitches. You mean to tell me you couldn't stop that shit, bro? You mean to tell me you want to act like you the fucking victim, bro? And now my fucking little cousin mama gone, G. Y'all is some fucked up, hating, spiteful, evil individuals. He still wanted her. Let's be real. He still was stalking her, hitting her phone, all that shit, bro. Mama, y'all ass bogus, G. And I really feel like that shit was a setup, G. Because if you knew she was up there taking him to school, why would you let your other baby mama pull up? Nigga, you supposed to be on your way to the gym. Oh, God. Gee, y'all don't understand.
Please, y'all. Please stop sharing them poses of my sister, please. Please stop sharing that post of my baby sister on that ground, please. Get y'all, please. For my mama and for me and my siblings' sake. Please, y'all. My sister is gone. Yes, she is. Please.
Let Jenny be on cuss their ass out.
Please, I see y'all calling everything. I can't. I'm doing this to let y'all know I am very broken. Me and my family is broken. Please, y'all, please. Give us some time to respond, to talk to y'all, to anything. Please, y'all. My baby sister is gone. Please. The worst is pain ever. I just want y'all to understand. If y'all never understand in y'all life, I didn't know I had to do. Anybody lost a sibling, y'all, I don't know. I didn't know this hurt like this. Please, y'all, stop sharing that video of my sister. Put up good pictures of her. Y'all gonna post her. Put up good pictures of her. Please don't post her on that ground dead, please, y'all. I swear to God, it's the worst day of my life. I ain't looking for no sympathy, but I'm asking y'all to please. Jealousy is a motherfucker. A nigga ain't shit. But when a nigga think they can do you like that, you did wrong and you wanted to hurt somebody that you hurt. Nobody did anything to you. I'm asking y'all, can y'all please just don't post that video of my baby sister laying in that ground. She is gone. Yes, she's gone, y'all. She's gone. She's gone. My mama is having the hardest time of her life and her siblings. Please, y'all. Please. Her family is mourning. This is a real big loss, y'all. Please. Please. I will respond to y'all later. I can't right now. I'm so broken and tore up. Please, y'all. I'm trying to hold everybody at once and hold myself. Our kids, everything. Please, y'all, give us a time. Please, please. Please, 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 please. If I haven't been strong in my life, y'all, I need every day. Pray, pray, pray for me.
Yeah, that's just heartbreaking to watch. Her physical pain is probably nothing compared to the anguish that she is feeling right now. And my heart goes out to the family. My heart goes out to her son, her siblings, her mother, everyone that loved her. This is a tragedy on all ends. You know, one of the reasons why I really wanted to cover this story was because I think it kind of shows you the other end of the spectrum where you can see how the situation can go and how bad it can get when a person is unhinged, when a person is upset because of the end of a relationship, when a person becomes obsessed with their ex-partner, ex-lover, ex-wife, ex-husband. This is what can happen in the end. Well, it's not quite the end. Hold on to your seats because this story has more twists and turns than a daggone roller coaster. When this story first broke, everyone thought they knew what happened, that it was an open and shut case. Well, that doesn't seem to be the case. Now there are reports coming out that Romeca was the aggressor in the situation. There is a young man that has come on social media that has given his historical accounts of Romeca saying that she had a history of pulling up on Carlos's girlfriends or people that he was dating and actually beating them up. There's also another young lady that comes out and states that it was her experience that Holly, aka Khadijah Johnson, the actual shooter in this case, was being bullied by Romeca, and that's why she had a restraining order. But just when you think that you've heard it all, just when you think that you got the end of the story and this is what happened, you have more twists and turns. You guys, take a listen at some of these accounts from these different people's perspectives, and then I'm going to have you take a listen to the actual eyewitness that was there on the scene. And she's going to give her account of what she saw from the beginning to the end. And then I want to hear what you guys think down in the comments because this story has a lot of twists and turns. Take a listen at this.
Three sides to every story: your side, they side, and the truth. Now we see why the family was trying to hide her name. Now we see why the auntie was fake giving out information, sent the news on a rabbit hole, sent the public on a rabbit hole. This your boy Big Keys, Keys Against the World. And this is Romeca Blackman, not Meeks. Romeca Black Man, not Black Man. Black man, and she ain't new to this. She is true to this. She was arrested on this day, October 11th, and instead of her getting shot this time, she got shot the last time, the final time. on this day, somebody beat our ass. Right now, I'm getting all sorts of calls saying that this is what the family do. Now we know this is what the family do because the cousin told on the family in the live. What you say?
Second cousin, G. Y'all, this the second cousin this year. Actually, I done lost 3 cousins back to back for some shit like this. My cousin Dorothy, my cousin Mimi, and now Romeca, G. That shit is not cool. You bitch ass niggas is not cool.
3 cousins this year, y'all. Alone. You just heard the cousin said herself. 3 cousins this year. Now I'm getting people saying that this is what the family do. Not just her, the whole family. As you can see, she was arrested on charges such as domestic battery, charges such as criminal damage to property. So when the police looked up her name versus Quadija's name and saw this shit on her jacket, whoa, hold on. Let's analyze this. The police not trying to get sued, y'all. The Chicago Police Department got enough lawsuits and shit going on. So when they gave her the real name, when the morgue and the police got the real name and found out who she really was, oh, hell no. Hell yeah, Holly had to change her name. Holly, and who her family really was. Now, y'all like, why would Holly, Khadijah, how did her name turn to Holly? Shit, Khadijah probably was like, listen, the family crazy than a motherfucker. I'm getting text message. Look, I don't want to disclose nothing, but this is an old text message. It was kidnapping involved with this family. It was all ransom money for 200. People was holding people addresses for $200, $250. Screenshot this, do what y'all want type shit. I blocked out all. That's a baby. In the first picture I blocked out, someone is holding, the doctor is holding a baby. That's a picture of somebody baby. And they having the ransom talks about the baby and the address for the baby.
But I think that we're painting a picture of Holly that is not a picture of being painted of Holly that is not true.
Right. And so look, it's good that you say that. It's good that you say that because now it make me question you to answer you this. How do you feel like they're supposed to think about those?
What I'm telling you is I don't like the decisions that she made. And I don't mean to cut you off, but I was just looking at the comments. I don't like the decision that she made. But at the same time, everybody has a fucking breaking point. You cannot keep bullying people. And this goes for all the young kids that's even watching. You can't keep bullying people and expect them to respond in a certain way. You cannot. We cannot expect that. It's not a decision I would have made, but it wasn't me. That's just me.
Look, when somebody tell you fuck the law, that means they don't give a fuck about what you got to say. They don't give a fuck about when somebody say fuck the law.
And this is for real. Her mom used to babysit me and my cousin when we were kids. Our family kind of grew up. I wouldn't say grew up together, but I know them basically through my grandmother. We all been cool. Holly was not jealous of this girl. Not at all. And I'm telling you, I've actually commented.
Why would she be? She the new baby mama.
She was. Holly come from good people. I'm talking about good, solid ass people. She don't come from no bum ass family. She ain't hurting for no motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? She got her shit together. This is one. Me personally, as a person, as somebody that knows her, I'm just upset at the decision that she made to shoot this girl. You know what I mean? And now I feel like,
I don't know.
Like that's just me. But like
I said, being fair.
But on the flip side, no, bro. On the flip side, if it was me and you keep popping up on me, you bullying me, bitch, I ain't one of them. I'm about to shoot you. Period, point blank. I don't like her intentions to kill that girl. Absolutely not. She didn't have no intentions. It's just like, damn, I done shot, like, back the fuck up. But me and her
would never want to be a bitch that was carless for almost 3 years. And that motherfucker still raggedy was just on the side of the road the other day, stuck, looking for a ride. That piece of shit. I would never want to be a bitch that's living in a hotel for 2 months, or was it 3 months? I would never want to be a bitch that gotta move every year. I would never want to be a bitch that got cheated on for 8 years, 9 years straight. Not a month, not a day off. Cheated on the whole time. I would never want to be a bitch. I would never want to be a bitch that call a nigga phone non-stop.
Now, what you just watched was Holly and Holly's friend defending her. The last video was Holly on the internet seeming like trash talking. She doesn't appear to be a young lady that's afraid. She doesn't appear to be a young lady that was in fear for her life. But I digress. We're going to continue to watch this story unfold. And you're going to hear from Holly again.
That was my baby. I would wish this on any mother. It hurts so bad. I gotta look at this baby. And he telling me, Grandma, I miss my mommy so much. Grandmommy, I love my mommy. Nobody knows how this feels. To all the ladies out there, to all the ladies and the mothers out there, protect your child. Love on your child. Because when this situation came up, the first call I get was a video of my baby. And I can't erase that out of my mind. I can't erase it. I sit and I look at people, my family be around me, my friends be around me, but it just hurts so bad. I love everybody. I treat everybody nice. I love being around my grandkids and any other kids. I'm a kid lover, as they call my house. Burger King. Have it your way. And that's me. That's the mother, the grandmother, the auntie, the cousin. That's just me. And please, God, I just want to say this morning that I have not even had time to grieve all the negative comments that's going on about my daughter. It's hard, guys. It's real hard. I wouldn't wish this on nobody. I can't sleep. I can't eat. And guys, I said some of the harsh things about my baby. You putting up videos that you know nothing about. Can y'all please let us grieve? Y'all making my daughter look like she was a monster. She was not a monster.
The nigga that got a baby on the way. I would never be trying to play family with a nigga that got a baby on the way. I would never want to be with a nigga that burnt me while I was pregnant. I would never want to be a bitch like that. I would never be telling random people that my baby daddy burnt me. I would never tell nobody no shit like that. I would never tell random people that my baby daddy cheated on me our whole relationship, my whole pregnancy, that he cheated on me. I would never, you could never get me to tell no shit like that to no random people that I don't fucking know. I would never want to have a job to where I'm wiping old people's ass and giving old people showers and feeding them and shit. I would never want to have a job like that. I would never want to have a job that my car was in the shop for 2 years. I couldn't get it out. I would never want to have a job like that. I'm wiping ass and I ain't got no car still. I would never want no job like that. I would never want to be with a nigga that done got so many bitches pregnant during the time that I've known him. I would never want to be with a nigga like that. I would never want to be with a nigga that done play in my face for damn near 10 years. I would never want to be with a nigga like that. I'm getting me a new nigga ASAP. I would never have a big ass birthday party and have to catch a ride to my birthday party because I don't have a car.
Romeca pulled up on Holly at Lowe's house. Lowe's house is on the same block as the school, so it's down the street. If you go look at her crime scene, bro, you gonna see the puddle of blood in front of a store, in front of a storefront, not in front of a school. If you go on my page and you see Romeca stalking Los and pressing his bell, you gonna see her show the whole crime scene right there. So that means she got right in front of his house, because the blood spot is right there in front of his house, not in front of no.
Now, what you just watched is a guy that it's being said is being fed information by Carlos, the baby daddy, and he is putting a narrative out that is making Romeca look aggressive. It's making her look like she started it, and it's also making him and his girlfriend look innocent. And you will see in the next clip that he is very damaging and skewed in his view of Romeca. R.I.P.
It's fucked up, definitely what happened, but it's like, I done seen shit like when we outside kicking in this shit and Roro ass pulling up on his hoes and just beating their ass and shit like that. So I don't know if I seen the little note shit. It looked like she probably was making Lil Los a lunch or something and probably pulled up to the school. It looked like that she could have possibly pulled up to that school while Los had Lil Los in the backseat, probably had his new baby mama with him and shit, and that's why Roro probably got the tweaking and shit. Cause you know, Roro ass a hothead, I ain't gonna cap, she ass, you feel me? So that's what any one of his hoes, she gonna beat their ass, you feel me? And they haven't been together in like, I'm saying Lil Los like 7 years old. So I know they haven't been together so long. It's been so many years they probably haven't even been together.
I don't believe that. I believe that he was still dealing with Romeca, and if they weren't together, then why did Romeca have a restraining order on him? Why does she have videos and pictures of him breaking up her stuff in her apartment, him being aggressive with her? And also, her family states that she was still receiving text messages up until the day before she passed away with him attempting to get back with her. So I don't think that they have been out of a relationship for a while. But go on.
So that's probably was like people just mixing it in, like they trying to throw it like Lowe's probably was tag teaming both of them and shit like that when it wasn't nothing probably like that going on. And Lowe's is that type of nigga though, like to be trying to have them fighting and shit like that. That's I'm telling you, that's like Romeca speed, because that's what she do. Like we've been outside plenty of time. I'm telling you, like plenty of times where she did this and they haven't been together. Yeah, Lowe's probably tell her like, I ain't going nowhere. You my baby mama forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'ma always be here. He an active father. Folks really have his kid all the time. That's why I'm trying to figure out, like, how could she have pulled up to this school and, you know, whatever the case may be. And I'm the only thing I could think of is when she was dropping the lunch off, Lowe's had the girl with him in the car, and Roro got the tweak with old girl. But when I see the video, when I see from the fucking truck, a Roro car, it looked like she got bullet holes in her window. So maybe the girl could have been outside the car or something. I don't know, somehow, some way, somehow, for some reason. And old girl could have been Roro could have been trying to run her over, and old girl, after they had their little tussle, Roro ran to the car. She ran to the car to get her gun. Roro could have been trying to run her over, and she probably could have just shot through the car type shit. And that's probably how Roro got killed. That's fucked up. You feel me? But like, for them to say, I think they were saying, like, the girl was saying she had an order of protection on Roro and shit. And I could possibly believe that she had order protection on her. I'm in the car with these people while they arguing on the phone and shit like that, and that ain't the only order protection Roro got on her. She probably got a million of them motherfuckers on her, cause she done beat all his whole ass and all that type of, boy, I'm talking about, I done seen her pull up on our block, tear that man car up. And that was a rental. It was like a Cadillac truck rental. I told my buddy, I low-key doing it already, though. He was gonna beat that shit. I wrote too much for it. Then it's just like, they go review the tapes. All that shit motherfuckers be thinking they be talking all this shit. They don't even know what the fuck really be going on for it. That's why stories be getting misconstrued all the time because of the internet. I'm gonna keep that shit real. I low-key knew she was gonna beat that shit. She ain't really had no choice but to. Like, Roro ran up on her. She had her order protection. Roro went to the school, but she detoured. She got aggressive. She beat the girl up. The girl had her gun. She told her, I got a gun. She told her she had a gun. But she didn't want to listen. After she got to fighting her again, Los was trying to like grab her and pull her back, hold her back, and she, Roro ass gonna do all her flips. And he kind of caught her in the headlock. That is true, but as she breaking out, y'all gotta understand how bad she beat Holly up, though. Y'all don't know. Y'all didn't see how the shit was. From the camera view, they could probably see, like, yeah, Roro got a hold to her ass like a lion.
From what I saw in the video, the girl didn't look beat up. She didn't look scuffled up. She didn't look beat up to me. So I don't know about this narrative. I'm not saying she didn't get beat up. What I'm saying is that she didn't look beat up. She didn't even look phased. She looked rather calm to me.
In the motherfucking jungle or some shit, you feel me? Old girl would have never got off if Roro ain't punched. If Roro ain't pounced her, if Roro really ain't pounced her, old girl would have never got off. But they let her go because old girl kept fucking with it. There's already been a track record. And then plus they look back in the system, it's like it's a track record on her from multiple motherfuckers. Like, it was people who was there that said that wasn't what happened. It don't matter what they say what happened with people there. You gotta know when people trying to be on people's side, who feeling sorry for motherfuckers, they trying to push the narrative in a way. Gang, you the police. You finna get rolled up since you saying her name. We all love Roro, bro. But that's just what it was, though. You feel me? Like, I told you, it was a tough pill I had to swallow. Why are you on live, though? Why are you here? Still, it's going to be even funnier when they go to jail. How they gonna go to jail? It's already been cleared. There's no more charges coming. They cleared the charges already. Old girl is free.
I would never be begging a nigga to be with me after he got a baby on the way. I would never be having matching t-shirts on with a nigga that got a baby on the way. I would never be trying to play family with a nigga that got a baby on the way. I would never want to be with a nigga that burnt me while I was pregnant. I would never want to be a bitch like that. I would never be telling random people that my baby daddy burnt me. I would never tell nobody no shit like that. I would never tell random people that my baby daddy cheated on me our whole relationship, my whole pregnancy, that he cheated on me. I would never, you could never get me to tell no shit like that to no random people that I don't fucking know. I would never want to have a job to where I'm wiping old people ass and giving old people showers and feeding them and shit. I would never want to have a job like that. I would never want to have a job that my car was in the shop for 2 years. I couldn't get it out. I would never want to have a job like that. I'm wiping ass and I ain't got no car still. I would never want no job like that. I would never want to be with a nigga that done got so many bitches pregnant during the time that I've known him. I would never want to be with a nigga like that. I would never want to be with a nigga that didn't play in my face for damn near 10 years. I would never want to be with a nigga like that. I'm getting me a new nigga ASAP. I would never have a big ass birthday party and have to catch a ride to my birthday party because I don't have a car.
I was actually the one at the scene. So I was the one that was yelling out to arrest her because no, everybody wasn't doing anything. I was actually the one who called the cops first. I saw them when they were fighting in the beginning, and I was like, this is not right. He was slamming her with the door when she was standing in her door frame, not even close to the female. She was literally standing on the other side of the road. Her baby daddy was literally slamming the door on her back. So she went back into her car, came back out, and then this was when the baby daddy walked towards the other baby mama. After this happened, he grabbed her by the waist. She tried to wiggle away from him. Her arm was like literally almost getting free with his arm around her neck this time because he was holding her by the waist in the beginning and she wiggled out. After this happened, he had her in the almost looking like a headlock to me on the side. And then the other baby mama stated, "I'm gonna shoot you, bitch. Watch me shoot you, bitch." And he stated, "She's gonna go get her gun. She's gonna go get her gun. Watch." And after this happened, she ran to the passenger side of her vehicle, grabbed her gun, went around. And when the woman, the mother, who slipped away from him for at least like maybe a good second, as soon as she slipped away, she shot her in the face, on her side, and in her thigh. I saw him like holding her for a split second. Maybe he was in shock, but after he was in shock, I guess he picked her up, and when she was falling, like a gush of blood fell like out of her body. And I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, I don't know, everybody else sees movies, you know what I mean, and they see put pressure on the wound. Why weren't you putting pressure on the wound? Why weren't you caring enough? This supposedly was your first baby mama, because when I was on the bus, I heard him and her screaming. She was literally saying, she was like, "I just dropped off my fucking baby." What? I just dropped off my fucking baby. Are you guys kidding me? As soon as I got off the 21 bus, and trust me, they got it. You know what I mean? Everything that I literally had to, I wasn't going to let her die like that. You know, I literally looked into her eyes. That hurt me. You said she dropped her baby off and you don't know who she is. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, she needs to get arrested. You know what I mean? They weren't even thinking. There was another black female cop who came up, and a Mexican short, and I pointed out, I was like, the guns in the car. Why wouldn't you give him the gun if supposedly this was, you know, self-defense? You know what I mean? If it was here's the gun, this is what happened. It was no self-defense. I swear to you, it did not look like no self-defense. It looked like you shot her because you were just angry or something. You know what I mean? And to me, when she shot her, it wasn't it. The female that got shot, she wasn't with any gun. She didn't have no weapon, no knives, no nothing. So what was it that frightened you so much? You had to run around your car, go into your passenger seat or whatever the case is. You reached in to get your gun and shoot this woman. You know? So to me, it was a senseless. They were arguing because she was pulling up, and I guess they ended up parking. Why was her car parked on the sidewalk? Because I seen she ran towards the sidewalk to get her gun, and it was a small black vehicle. I seen she ran towards the sidewalk to get her gun, and it was a small black vehicle, and he had a black truck, I think. And literally, he came out of his truck looking like real. He wasn't like on anything but being mischievous, nothing but like always like he was planning something. You know what I mean? And I called the cops on the first time I called the cops. It was because he was attacking her, and the other girl was just yelling at her, and she was arguing back. So there was nothing going on for her to be like, oh, I'm going to step back over here to go get my gun. She was nowhere near her. But that's all I got to say.
Was right around 9 o'clock in the morning with a gun in her car. in a school zone with a baby on board sign on the back of her car with murder on her mind, just like YNW Melly, okay? By the time I get done with Miss Holly, her family gonna wanna eat me up, but I don't give a damn because that is a cold-blooded killer. Do y'all know what cold-blooded mean? Killing somebody with no remorse, no emotions, baby. The way that girl was sitting up on that car after she took a life, baby. Ain't nothing innocent about her. I don't give a damn how many videos y'all drop of Mika acting like a crazy baby mama. Listen, she wasn't acting like that for no reason. We know from them videos, Miss Mika do not play. I knew it from the jump. I knew it from the jump when she tried to use that gun as self-defense. Because you knew Mika was going to tap that ass, right? And when the cousin was talking about how strong her cousin is, it's hard to calm her down. And then they tried to drop the mug shot of her. Like, she ain't nobody to mess around with. But that does not mean she deserves to get her life taken away for a premeditated murder, because that's exactly what it was. How long did that girl have that restraining order? How long did she have that license to carry that weapon? Like, how long? Like, did all of this happen this year? Was she lining up her paperwork and her documents to build a case up? The shooting happened in the school zone. I don't care what nobody say. It happened in the school zone. If you look at that Facebook Live video, you will see that same school zone picture circled behind Holly's big old head, okay? But my thing is, now that Mika's life was taken away, they want to drop all of these clips and mugshots talking about how crazy she is, right? So Miss Holly knew how crazy she was, right? Why was you 9 o'clock in the morning riding around with a gun, a baby on board sign on your window, 9 o'clock in the morning at her son's school? Okay, they claiming the baby daddy stayed across the street from the school. The only building, residential thing I could find is that white building. Unless he stayed in them apartments, baby, they weren't in front of his house. Okay? Even if he was in them apartments, 1 million people lived there. That means Miss Holly would have had to come out the house looking for problems. If I know Mika do not play and I know the kind of damage she could do, why are you playing with her like that? Why? How did you even cross her path? You have a restraining order against her. But yet, you in her location, because you by her son's school, okay? She didn't come knocking on their door, boom, 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 boom. Y'all in the street. She didn't come looking for you. Y'all easily passed each other. So how was you so easily found, mamas? Because you went out there 9 o'clock in the morning with a gun in your car and murder on your mind. That ain't self-defense. Holly, I'm on your ass. I'm on it because I just feel like she knew the only way to get rid of Mika, the only way to really win that fight was to kill her, because you couldn't take her down physically.
As you can see, this story has a lot of twists and turns. When it first broke, there was a story going around that really made Romeca Meeks look as if she had been accosted in front of the school after dropping her son off and fatally shot. But as information started to come out as the days went on, it seemed as if it happened a different way. There is no right or wrong answer here. No one actually knows exactly what happened but those three. But I will say there were eyewitnesses, as you heard the eyewitness account. And I feel that the police should weigh heavily on what that eyewitness saw. I'm hoping that they will pull tapes around that area, get other eyewitness accounts, because as it stands right now, Khadijah Holly Johnson has walked free. They let her go without any charges. Carlos Way, I don't even know if he's been questioned yet, but he definitely has not been charged with anything. And now we have a family left grieving because they've lost their sister, their daughter, a mother. And that's the sad part of this fatal love triangle. Miss Romeca Meeks has to be buried, and there's going to be a void missing in her family's life because of this tragic accident. Or maybe not an accident. We won't know until the police are completely done investigating it. But I have questions. What do you guys think? Do you guys believe the account of the young man that came on the internet that people are saying Carlos placed on the internet for him to spew out his version of his story? Do you believe the eyewitness account and what she said, where she kind of exonerates Romeca and makes it look like she was minding her business? Or do you believe Holly's account? It's hard to say because in each situation where one person comes off looking as if they're innocent, you find out a little bit more about them that shows you that they're not innocent in this love triangle. I really would like to know what you guys think down in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time on Behind the Tape.